everyone, welcome to the Kaleidoscope Mandala Club. I am your fearless leader, Lynn, and I just wanted to give you a big warm welcome and just take a few minutes to show you where you can find everything. So first, those of you who don't know me, hello and welcome. I am a full-time teaching artist from Harrison, Ohio. I am married. I have a full family, which includes a handful of teenagers and a handful of fur babies. I teach in Harrison, Ohio. I have a small space where I teach fun art, and I really like to teach my dot mandalas. Also online, I have my Kaleidoscope Mandala Club, which you are all a part of, and I also teach on my YouTube channel. And I have a program where I teach bright mixed media florals as well. So I am all the places, and I keep myself very busy. But you are here to hear about the Mandala Club. So first of all, you get included in your club a box every month. And these boxes will ship out no later than the last day of the month for the following month. Most of the time I do ship those out a few days early. Now the boxes will include everything you need to make 3 designs. So let's talk about what else you'll find in the box besides your supplies. When it gets closer to time that everybody will get their box, I do like to do an unboxing so you see what's in there and just explain a little bit about what everything is. So look for that in the group. But also in the box, you are going to find a success path. And the success path is just something that I designed to kind of keep us goal focused. We're all here to make beautiful things and develop our dot mandala skills. So whether you are brand new, what I call iridescent initiation, you will find something for you in this group. There are kind of 2 middle stages. That's where most people fall on the Kaleidoscope success path. But even if you are at your prismatic peak and you have done this for years, this is a great way just to get new ideas, use new color palettes, and get surfaces every month. So I just include that as a way to kind of identify where you are and set a goal where you want to go. Also, every month we will have 3 events and work at 3 different skill levels. So I always have the beginner's bliss, and that is a great first of the month, not on the first of the month, but the first design we do each month is a little bit easier. It's designed just to have fun and get a little practice, and it's still beautiful. Then we'll have our creative challenge. That's a little bit harder, and we'll do that second. And then we have our advanced artistry, and that's where we really put our skills to good use. Now, if you're brand new, don't worry. We go through all 3 of these step by step, and you also get a guide, which I'll show you soon as well. So everything that we do is attainable. I've seen beautiful things happening from the members of the group, so don't worry no matter where you are on this path. But it was important to me to have designs designed for every skill level. Also included in your box, you will have the schedule that we're going to follow for the month. So right now, I am doing all of the lives through Zoom, and we do those the last 3 Mondays of the month. So they are at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I understand that everybody's not going to attend all 3 all the time, and that's absolutely fine. I understand there's going to be some people out there who are never available on Monday nights. That's fine too. They're always recorded, and I'll show you where you can find them in the group. Whenever you can join us, you are encouraged and welcome to join us when we go live. If you can't, I'll show you where to find the replays. But this is a nice way to see faces of other people in the group, to share what you're working on. And if you enjoy following along live, that's an option for you as well. But don't worry, there is no such thing as behind. When I created the group and had this idea, which Shauna helped me with, thank you, Shauna, I knew that having 3 a month might be a lot for some people. Having 3 time commitments or 3 workshops might be a lot for you. And that's okay. You don't have to do them with us, and you don't have to do all 3 every month all the time. You get the surfaces, you can use them for whatever you want. If you want to create 2 of one design and skip one, that's fine. If you want to use one to practice on, that's fine. If you want to follow along with us each week and do them step by step, exactly as we do them, that's fine too. But give yourself some freedom, give yourself some grace if you miss things, because 3 a month can be a huge commitment for some people. For other people, it might feel just right. So you're never behind. As long as you remember, you can access all of the previous lessons. So if you can't do it on a Monday when we're doing it, that's fine. When you have time on a weekend or one evening, you can do 2 or 3 at once, or you can just follow along as it feels comfortable. So don't feel like you have to make a huge commitment. It's totally okay if you can't do that. All right, so that was the schedule. Also in the box every month, you will get a visual step-by-step guide. I know some people really like to follow along with videos. Other people are better with pictures. Other people are better when somebody's explaining it step-by-step. So I try to create different ways that resonate with different types of learners. So if you're a visual person, you will also get these printed step-by-step guides that you can look at and work through each design as well. Some people choose to have those out when they create with me when I work online. So if they are helpful for you, keep those nearby. If you don't use them, that's fine too. You're free to participate and learn whichever way is comfortable for you. All right, let's talk about the Facebook group. So our Facebook group is where I share all the important information. That's where you're going to find the Zoom links. That's where you're going to find replays. That's where we're going to post all of our pictures. So let's go to the group and I can show you in the group where you're going to find everything. All right, let me make this a little bit bigger. Oh, goodness. All right. Let me move myself out of the way. Give me just a second here. All right, so here is our Facebook group. So when you join the group, the first thing that you're going to notice up here at the top are all of your tabs. We'll talk about where you can find things in just a second. But down here is the featured section. So usually I will pin whatever's coming up next. So for example, today we are Zooming, and so this post is pinned up here. But you can find important things up here. Sometimes it's easier just to click through featured than it is to try to search through the group. So I do that. So every week that we Zoom, I will post this on the day of or the day before, and this is our Zoom invite. Okay, so if you're going to join us for the Zoom, the first thing you're going to do is go to that Facebook group, and you're going to find the Zoom link, click on it, and it'll give you the meeting ID, and I'll let you in, and we'll participate. Now, you will notice that after we Zoom, I delete this because I don't want this to be confusing and clutter up the group. So if you can join us for the Zoom, you go to the group, find the link, and then you can join us. Once the Zoom is over, I delete this because it's no longer going to work. What you're going to want to look for is the replay. And I post the replay in the group too. You can see there's lots of things to look at. But let's go to the guides tab. So the guides is where I keep everything. So you'll go to the guides. And mine might look slightly different from yours because I'm the admin of the group. But oops. Here we go. So here's guides. And so the first guide that you're going to find says start here. And in this guide, you're just going to find some helpful information. So it talks about what's included in your boxes. It's going to show you the success path, which we talked about, explains what a mandala is, talks about the 3 different levels that we work at, talks a little bit about paint, talks a little bit about how to make your dots. There are some practice sheets that you can print off and use. But you will also notice, so in the guides, we've got guide 1, that's where you start. That's where kind of the general information will be. In guide 2 is going to be the current month. So right now we're in June, and so our current month is the Tropical Garden Series. Now in that month, in this month, so let's say you're participating for June and you missed one of the events, the video replays will be here. So here's our first video replay, or this is actually our second. Here's our first. Here's our unboxing video. So I just show you what is all in the box. Some people choose not to watch it because they like to be surprised, and that's okay too. But if you want to know what's in the box and what it's for, here's your unboxing video. One thing we're working on this month is our swoops, swipes, and swooshes. So there's a little video on that. It includes the calendar, which is also in your box. It includes the color palette and the 3 designs that we're doing for the month. There's also the color palette. Now, the next guide is extra workshops and videos. So these are things that are just extra whenever I create videos for my online channel or for my Facebook page, just to attract new people to my art. I'll share them in here as well. So there's just a variety of stuff that you can look at and possibly recreate if you want to. And then you'll scroll down to past events, past months. So in May, we had a color carnival was our theme. So it's got all the same posts. It's got all 3 replays. It's got the color palettes and all of that for that particular month. So you can go through and you can find past workshops that we've done. You can find the current ones. So that's what you're going to find in the guides. All right, let's go back to the club here. So I showed you where I pin things and the guides. So as far as media goes, another tab up here at the top, if you want to find people's pictures. This is where you can look, scroll through the pictures. There's also a tab for videos. And then files, occasionally you might want to check that out. So I've got the practice sheets in the files section. So as far as Facebook goes, don't be afraid just to snoop around in the group. You're not going to break anything. If you need to find anything, you have a question, just ask in the group. Everybody is super kind, super helpful, and they'll help you find what you need, or tag me so I can help you. As far as the tools go, you are going to start out with your very own set of dotting tools. I'll send you a little beginner set. I use the Michaels Craft Smart dotting tools. Now, this is the toolkit that you get in most common sizes. I have them measured out here, and this size comparison is in the guides. However, as you dot more, maybe you'd like to switch your tools or upgrade your tools. And so I have the sizing of each tool. And so going forward, when we create, I'll tell you which tool I'm using in the Michaels kit and the sizing, so that if you choose to get a different dotting kit, a lot of people will kind of upgrade to tools that look like this. You have an easy size comparison and you know which tool to get. All right, let me stop sharing that. So that's a little bit about our Facebook group. Let me take that out there. I am super excited to create with you. I just wanted to show you around a little bit. Don't be afraid to go ahead and introduce yourself in the group. I can't wait to get to know you. I will admit everybody to the group today. So I'm sure a lot of you are going to watch this. But I know that your session doesn't really start until July, and I'm going to do that intentionally because I want you to be able to kind of snoop around, see how things work, see how I post, how other people post, and that way when your box comes and it's time to dive in, you know where everything is. So just wanted to introduce myself, say hello, show you around, and give you a big fat thank you for taking a chance on the Kaleidoscope Mandala Club. You're going to have lots of fun. Have a great day, everyone.